In this video, we're going to look at the graphs of inverse hyperbolic trig functions. We've worked quite a lot on the algebra of these, and we're just going to look at what their graphs look like. Now, attempting to graph them by thinking too hard about these logarithmic equations is probably not a great idea. That's pretty hard to get your head around. Instead, what we're going to do is just use the property that inverses are reflections of functions. So, how do we draw r cosh? That's the inverse of cosh. Well, consider what cosh looks like. Cosh, which is drawn with a dotted line, looks like this. I mean, it looks a bit like a parabola, except it's not a parabola. It's basically exponential on both sides. Now, we can't take the inverse of all of this because it wouldn't get a function. We wouldn't get a one-to-one function. So what we do is we just take the side with positive x values, we reflect it about the line y equals x, and we end up with something that looks like this. So this is our r cosh function. And just as the y-intercept there was 1, the x-intercept here is 1. And it just doesn't exist there. So our r cosh function only exists for x greater than or equal to 1 anyway. So there it is. There is r cosh x. How about r shine x? Well, again, it can be useful to think, what does shine look like? Shine looks like this. And it's exponential over on this side, and then it's negatively exponential down here. It sort of looks a bit like tan x, except it's not tan x, because tan x has a vertical asymptote. This one doesn't. It just gets big very, very quickly. So we want to reflect this, and this one we can. This is already a one-to-one function, so we can fully reflect this in the line y equals x. And that's going to give us a function like this, which looks a little bit like tanh x, except it's not tanh x, because tanh x has a horizontal asymptote over here, and this one doesn't. It does keep growing, just slower and slower, logarithmically slowly. So there is our r tanh x, which exists for all values of x. That's our r shine x, our shine functions. So there's our r shine x function, which exists for all values of x. Finally, we've got our r tanh graph. Again, it's useful to start with what tanh looks like. So tanh x, which I'll do dotted, looks like this, and it does have these horizontal asymptotes at 1 and -1. So again, this is a one-to-one function, so I can reflect this in the line y equals x. When I do, I get a function that looks quite a lot like tan x. It's got, whoops, that's not supposed to have that wobble. That's supposed to be a vertical asymptote there and a vertical asymptote there. So yeah, it does look quite a lot like tan x. It has some important differences. Its vertical asymptotes are at x equals 1 and x equals -1, which is not like tan, whose vertical asymptotes are at pi over 2 and minus pi over 2. So it's a bit different like that. It has the same gradient here. So it's got quite a lot of similarities with tan x, but it's not tan x. Here's what it looks like. Okay, so it's just useful to know the graphs of these inverse functions should you ever be asked to sketch them or use sketches of them. That's all for now. I'll see you in the next video.